which case asking for Baltimore, so we'll do Baltimore next. Okota, this is your replay, huh? Yeah, Windows help me, right, Swear, I should have just been drinking today. It is Mr. Okota. Okay, cool. Oh, and he gets Bones! We see him on our Discord a lot. Hey, Edge, why don't you ping Bones and let him know that he's in this game? Ping him on the Discord or something like that. Tell him to watch. If he's around. So, Massachusetts. I'm gonna do my characteristic screenshots here while we talk about the ship. Massachusetts is a very fun ship. It is a Tier 8 recently released premium battleship, very much like the Alabama in appearance, because it's a South Dakota class battleship, so 16-inch main guns. But the true beauty of this ship lies in this right here, your secondaries. Wargaming has decided to make the ship a brawler, to make her different than Alabama, and I'm really glad they did this, because what they did was they got rid of you know, they're not doing the typical copy paste that we saw with so many previous premiums, most famously the Prince Eugen, being as that, you know, at first a copy pasta of the Hipper. So I kind of like that it's doing this, that they're trying something different. Now, what is your secondary range in this one? Let's see, 11.3. So you are maximum secondary meme build, which is great. Looking at the mini matchmaker, you are top tier. So you must have sacrificed a few virgins before you hit the start button. And let's see, you've got obviously Bones on the enemy team. Nizunao, Nagato, those are possible threats if you show too much broadside. If you bow into them, you can mitigate most of that damage. New Mexico, Dunkirk, very similar. They have to get closer, though, to really hurt you. Cleveland, Atlanta, and Dallas, and DeGrasse are all going to fire spam you to death. Now, the thing about the Massachusetts is the DCP takes a little bit longer to refresh after it's been done, after you used it, so you have to be very careful. You can't DCP just one fire. It will punish you more than most other ships. However, I do believe that the repair party comes up sooner, so that comes in handy. You can let yourself get pretty low for adrenaline rush, and then you can heal yourself back up before they realize it, and boom, you're back to, like, you know, fighting condition, basically. You have standard, I think this is, yeah, standard scout plane. Scout plane's okay, it helps you see a little bit farther and stuff like that. It's up to you, you know, everybody's got their own decision for how they want to do that. Okay, getting back over to here. You play too aggressive. Well, you know, the thing is, this ship is an aggressive ship. You just have to be careful not to play too aggressive at the beginning. And I was actually just going to pause the video for a second and suggest that you take a look at the mini-map. You are by yourself. You've got a Minsk that's trying to catch up to you. You know there's a Nagato going this way, so you could probably smack him a little bit, which is fine. Your secondaries will eat him alive. Atlanta and Cleveland are going to the typical fire spammy location here on north. You going farther around gives you that flank shot on him, which is great. Your closest ally battleship, the Leon, looks like he's AFK, along with the Leander. So that's not going to help you very much here. So you gotta be kind of careful with that. And yeah, so here's the deal. Right now, if I'm looking at the minimap, I'm thinking I need an exit plan. I need to be prepared to run away if necessary. So when I encounter this Nagato, I don't want to be bow on to the Nagato like you are like right now. I actually want to be more stern on, because I want to kite away from him. And the reason why you want to kite away is because you want to stay farther away from the fire spammy cruisers and isolate your target. So you're only focusing on the Nagato. Only the Nagato has, you know, easy shots on you, stuff like that. That's just me personally how I'd play it. I didn't talk about flags. None of you guys told me. See, I'm so out of practice. We've got secondary flag. Okay. That was easy. Other flags useful on this ship: the repair party booster, the fire reduction flag, flood reduction could be helpful. Fire chance flags if you want to increase your fire output of your secondaries. The actual chance of secondaries starting fires would be really helpful. Cleveland is in your range. I'm going to assume, we don't see it, but I'm going to assume that you have clicked on, control clicked on the Cleveland to set your secondaries on him. That's all fine and good, as Bones takes down an Atlanta on your team. Okay, too early on that shot. You should wait a little bit longer. Well, you're going so fast, it's kind of hard. Yeah. What I was going to say is, if you would have slowed down a little bit there, you could have waited for the Cleveland to make his turn and then smack him. Fortunately for you, though, you've got the Leon has come back and is doing stuff. Now, oh my god, what is this guy doing? This guy's going to let you farm him is what he's doing. Alright, so you're doing the right thing here by bowing in and setting your secondaries. Oh my god, a Haida. Okay, new choice for secondaries. This is why you should be kiting away. If you were kiting away, the Haida wouldn't really be able to do much against you, but now you're kind of screwed. But you're also lucky because this Haida doesn't know what he's... Okay. Well, the Haida's got single fire torpedoes and wasn't able to make good use of those, so... yeah, this is a scroll zoom, so... yeah, Bartesian can eat his heart out there. Okay, good. So the Haida's running away. The Haida knows that you're getting too close to him. Focus on the Nagato right now. Again, slow down now. There's no reason to be charging at full speed. Absolutely no reason. Okay, wait, the Haida's here. Alright, yeah, shoot the Haida, that's fine. Secondaries on the Haida. Now you're turning away. You gotta turn away farther. Keep going, turn away, turn away, turn away. No, not in, away. By turning in, you're giving the Nagato shots on you. Look, the Cleveland's gonna get shots on you now. You're way too much, and you're zooming in too much here. Zoom out. Yay, secondaries are a thing on this ship. See, and now you're just hitting broadside to him. This guy's like, here it is. No, you got lucky. He aimed too off. You're penning the bow. He's broadside to you. I would probably be aiming more towards the middle of the ship, not the front. If you don't mind, I am going to go for... We need a secondary dual screenshot here. So let's see what we can do. Number pad for the win. All right, here we go. Look at this. It's just, isn't this glorious? Look at those secondaries go. And this is good too because we can see the angling. See, look, you bounced his shell. That's good. So you're not broadside anymore. Watch this next one. That one penned. Go up a little bit more. Up, upsy daisy. Here we go. You see, you got fire coming in from... Oh no, he's getting shot at from the Minsk. Ah, the Minsk came around. That's awesome. And... there he goes. Nicely done. At least you got the kill there. You got very lucky that this guy didn't know how to play the angles right. You should have really taken a lot of damage, at least from that one broadside, if not from the second. Yeah, okay, there are 2 American battleships that have good secondaries. 2. You got the correct one with the Massacheussets. That's the one everybody knows about. What's the other one with really good secondaries? Let's see if anybody knows this. Oh yeah, Massachusetts is wonderful. I love that ship. Nobody knows the other ship that's got the other American battleship with really good secondaries? Not the Montana. You're gonna be surprised when I tell this to you. And you're gonna be like, oh yeah. No, this is actually Wargaming soundtrack. This isn't random music. This is from the downloadable Wargaming soundtrack, believe it or not. Look at this Atlanta giving you broadside, and you're just like, ha! Okay, now he's turning in, so you wanna be okay. Good. You kind of read that. Now he's turning away. Broadside to you. Bow. Yes. Arkansas Beta is correct. Amarok the Gray, you win. Arkansas Beta was buffed a few patches ago, and as a result, it's now a secondary monster. So if you have an Arkansas Beta, take your Massachusetts captain and go to town with it. It's hilarious. Of course I haven't done that, right? Lol. Amarok, you, sir, have won the very first of my CC container codes as we see the Cleveland going down. So, Mr. Amarok, check your whispers. You have won a community contributor container now that I am part of the CC program. Yay! I can send these things out, and I did promise you guys I'd have a little something special for people today. There's your little something something. So the thing about the Arky Beta is the rate of fire is up and the dispersion is pretty darn good. So all you need on that thing is AFT. You can do BFT. You can do IFHE if you really want to. You could also do Demolition Expert, all that good stuff. So yeah, let us know what you get. And here we go, the ultimate of secondary duels, right here. So the interesting thing is that you've won the flank here, thanks to the Leon coming back from the dead or whatever, and coming in, and the Mints coming to help you out. You've managed to go around, and because it's standard battle, the both teams really kind of lemming trained, but I guess you could say that your team didn't lemming train as much. If that makes any sense. For some people, the shift is disorienting. I know for me, when I first started playing this game, I found shift to be very disorienting. What's your angle like right now? You're giving him way too much angle. And 5 bounces. You shot right on his belt here. You should have shot higher up into his superstructure like that. Or the bow. You could pen the bow at this angle. But shooting straight in, nah, not a good idea. And because we have... stupid fire, never mind. I wanted to take more secondary meme pictures. Did you just lose your rudder? Oh my god, you just lost your rudder. Come on, fire. Go away. Okay. Now we can get rid of that stupid fire frame. Let's do this. Whee! I mean, just look at the awesomeness that is secondary heavy Massachusetts. I mean, it's just... Oh, and you don't have manual. Look at this. You don't have manual. Oh boy, I'm glad I came out. Look at this. I'm glad I zoomed out for this. That's awesome. All right, back to your game. So you got a Dallas coming in. Again, I would probably be turning away at this point. I think you're turning in. Alzu, when would you shoot at the hull? You want to shoot when he's broadside to you. So I'm going to pause for a sec. Look at the New Mexico. The New Mexico, take a look at the mini-map. Do you see how this line going to the New Mexico is almost perpendicular, right? It's almost a 90-degree angle. That's when you want to shoot into the hull. If it goes, for American shots, it's, what is it, 60 degrees? So you want to be thinking to yourself, obviously you probably don't have a protractor to hold up to the mini-map, but what you want to be thinking is, what's the angle that the shot's going to hit? If it's about 60 degrees or higher, with the best being 90 degrees, you want to take the shot into the hull. In a couple of things. So that's the first thing to consider. The second thing to consider is what's the caliber of the ship that you're fighting, you're firing from. So your Massachusetts are 16-inch guns. They have really good penetration capability, so they will probably punch through that armor. You're at medium range here, so that's pretty good. Your penetration increases as you get closer. So like in that duel right there you had with Bones, you had really good penetration if he provided you with a flat broadside. He didn't. He was very smart with his positioning and all that kind of stuff. So at that point, that's when you give up on trying to hit the Citadel and instead go for the bow or the stern or the upper armor belt superstructure area. Okay? No manual secondaries equals guns akimbo, baby. Yeah, we saw that there in a second. Oh, and you went for IFHE on this build. Okay, so more damage that way, sure. Win those secondaries hit. I mean, you have 238 secondary hits without manual secondaries. That's really impressive. Okay, so you can see here, now he's turning in, so those shots are probably going to bounce. No, they penned and overpenned, but look at the damage you did. Not bad. Now you're doing the right thing here by presenting yourself with a very small... If I zoom out here, you can see you are showing a little bit of an angle just to get your rear turrets in, but you're able to... You soaked up a little too much damage there. I think you should probably go a little bit more bow in. Kind of like see how he's got a really steep angle. Forget about your third turret at this point because, well, let's face it, you're not gonna get that much mileage out of it. I would slow down even and let the Leon get closer. Gotta learn the American wiggle. That's right. Okay, good. He's turning. And we saw that coming. You died, so I have to take a picture of you dying. That's just a requirement for the replay. Look at that. Look at that glorious death blossom. Look at that, huh? As you get the kill, just a flesh wound. Most likely. Unless it didn't register. Sometimes it doesn't register. Oh god, I love the models on this game. Woo! So pretty. And that's the game. Yep, straighten out till reload and then wiggle ass over to shoot. Absolutely, if you want to do it that way. The other thing you could do is try to time it so that your shots and when you wiggle are in between his shots. He's got what, 25 seconds with adrenaline rush or so in between salvos, so you need to be thinking about what his reload's like, and you want to try to time it so that you get that third turret out if you really want to use it while that gun is while his turrets are reloading. You wanted the Kraken, but wait, there's more. Oh, did you get the Kraken too? I didn't notice that, I'm sorry. Yes, you noticed that too, Edgecase, huh? How quickly he was able to get through all of his repairs, and I'm sorry, my game has crashed on me, so I'm trying to get that back. While we're waiting on this, do you guys want to see the Baltimore replay next?